comment before that it really wasn't a balanced budget, and I would say that's just pure rubbish. I mean, when you start looking at differences, of course there's differences if you compare the decade before under the NDP and the decade under the BC Liberals. And the reason why there's a difference in the debt is probably because the spending level was twice as high under the Liberals. And the fact that if there ever was a deficit wasn't a consequence of overspending. It was a consequence of economic conditions, so that revenues weren't what we thought they were.
Oh, we got one more, Blackbinder, Josh.
The only people that think the budget is balanced is Premier Christy Clark and their finance minister. Agree that the budget is not balanced. So, but I have to say, with respect to John, he was part of those 4 budgets that were not balanced in the previous.
Looks like we got our fighting words starting now. Okay, so now we're back to Josh Bach, and your question will be directed at Darryl Plecas.
Many of the societal concerns facing our community, such as homelessness, drug addiction, and poverty, are rooted in mental health issues. In January of this year, the Auditor General released a report providing details of budgets for the 5 provincial health authorities, including Fraser Health. The report indicated that Vancouver Coastal Health received almost twice the funding per capita compared to Fraser Health. With 39% of the province's population, Fraser Health receives only 28% of the funding. This allows Vancouver Coastal to spend over 3 times the amount per capita on mental health and addictions than Fraser Health can. The question: what are your plans to ensure that Fraser Health receives a more equitable share of provincial health care funding to deal with issues of mental health and addiction?
Well, to begin with, I would agree that there would appear at first glance to be an imbalance in the amount of money coming to Fraser Health as opposed to Coastal Health. I think it comes back to, at some point, while we need to revisit those numbers, at the end of the day, all of us know, particularly people who know somebody who suffers from mental health concerns, we are far away from providing the level of service that's needed out there. We need more services, and we need to start doing it differently. So whether we're talking about this difference or not, what we need to have, if there's one place where we need more money, it's with respect to mental health services.